Okay, Ken, I'm back on your radio. Well, actually, just starting with it. So I got the fans on here. Fans are on. I don't really torque those screws down, but they're on there good. So you may, if you decide you want to tighten them a little bit, you can. What I usually do and what I started doing is I put a little black electrical tape, because what happens is, you know, this doesn't necessarily lay down in here that well, and when you put the bottom lid back on, I have the lid off right now, so the speaker, all that's disconnected, but what happens sometimes is if you're not paying attention and you have this kind of too close to being up here, the way the lid sits on here can actually like cut the wire or cut it enough to where the jacket gets cut, and you don't want that. So what I usually do is I'll put a little piece, and I'll show you when I'm done. It doesn't look bad or anything, you really can't notice it. It's just to help keep this down on both sides. They just plug into this extra board that's on this radio. That's all it is. It's just a board on here that they plug in to get the power in. Obviously there's probably a chip somewhere that controls the thermostat or something, you know, the cooling effect of how the fans run and stuff. That's kind of what I started doing, just enough to, you know, when I put the cover on, I just kind of push down, and then, you know, we know that it's pretty much, it's seated down in there pretty good already, so it's not going to come loose and like hang up too close. I just don't want it to cut the wires. That's something that I kind of took upon myself to start doing. I mean, you could probably put some hot glue, but I don't like putting glue in radios. Have them from the new ones, all do like the newest production, you know. It's still a new radio, it's just this is a newer production, is all that is. So the newer production have the sticker, and you know, the production from before doesn't. So that's the only difference. I'm going to put this at 28 megahertz because it's the test frequency, and then I'm going to go in and set the radio up. Okay, here's the transmit frequency, so that's pretty much spot on. This is at 28 megahertz. Let me actually span up some. Yeah. So she's looking good. Looking real good, so that's good. What I'm going to do now is just check the sideband. So to do that, I want to say peak table. We need to put the radio in sideband first. Yeah, I made a few adjustments already to the radio, so I think it's looking pretty good. I just want to see what it comes out to here. Yeah, that's pretty good there, so I think I'm happy with that. It's actually a little cleaner than, I don't know if these numbers say about 24, but a higher number is better, and that's not a lot higher. It's not like we're in the 30s. I mean, obviously that would be even better, but what we're seeing here is pretty good. So what I want to do now is put the mic on and kind of see what kind of power we're getting out of the radio. The fans aren't on yet, so let me see if I can't make them come on. Okay, so I just turned them on by turning down the thermostat to like 30 Celsius. You might find that, oops, it's still showing DC. I want it to show temperature. Where's that setting at? My power supply is at 14 volts. There's temperature. There we go. So 91 degrees. Probably over 100 they come on when it's set to the other setting. I don't know the Celsius to the Fahrenheit conversion really. Let me plug in this mic here, just one second. For some reason it was in the A4 setting, which is the low power setting of the radio. So now it's in the full power setting. The power limitation was on. So here's the radio's power. This is on 28 meg, so it's doing good. Here's what it looks like on the spectrum analyzer, so it's looking good there too. I just want to recheck my setting there again and just make sure it's right, because obviously in the A4 setting we're going to get a much lower power output and it's going to be a lot cleaner there. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, check. Again, upper sideband on 28 megahertz. So I'll be right back. Yeah, so it's just a little bit lower than I'd like, so I'm going to go back in and just raise it up a little bit. I mean, the two-tone looks good there though, but it's not a matter of it looking better here really. It might look a little better, but I just like this to be about 24. Okay, there you have it. So it's about right where I want it. Pretty darn good there. One's about 24. 24, the other's about 25. So yeah, not much of a change here or anything. It's not really for that. It's just I want it just to be a little bit cleaner on the output is all. So that's good. All right. So now we'll put a mic back on it and check her out on power again. Just want to see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Check, check. Hello, radio. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Check, check. Hello. So yeah, normally, you know, when we do that, it might do a little bit less, but you know, again, your big HF radios and stuff won't always do 100 watts on SSB because they want to be more linear and they want to have a cleaner output. That's normal, you know. You don't want to hog up the band and stuff. So obviously, what we see here is a really good number, and you should have no problems making contacts with just this radio power with the right band conditions on 12 and 10, and you know, the other band, well, sometimes you can, sometimes you can't, because everybody else is running an ungodly amount sometimes, and it gets very difficult. So you know, it is what it is, kind of there. So carrier on this one's about 16 or so on AM, and you can see what kind of power it's doing on AM. It almost does the same on AM as it does FM, or FM sideband, sorry. I'm thinking about FM next. FM on this is going to be about 50 watts, and then it'll go down to 1 watt all the way down. So again, here's how it looks here. It looks really good here on the spectrum analyzer too, so you know, no problems there whatsoever. And let me just show you the receive really quick. Okay, so under that sticker it says S9. I just can't really see it right now. Can a little bit maybe. Minus 67, so that's good. I'll lower the signal down though. But these got some great ears as well. You know, about 114 on AM with about 30% depth right there. So that's good. I'll do upper side. Upper side. Okay, there's S9 on upper side too, minus 67. That's how they set these. Normally maybe some of the other big ham radio companies might use 73, but for whatever reason in the 10 meter / CB radio world, it's always been minus 67. I don't know why, just, you know, it's not adjustable on this radio, so can't change it. It's okay though. I mean, doesn't really, S meters are all relative. We've got the squelch up. Squelched herself out finally. An S meter is all relative anyways, you know. So there's minus 128 right there, right at about 12 dB, and that's good. So yeah, she's looking good. This is one of my favorite rigs here. I'm going to shut my stuff off now because I'm officially done, and I'm going to go and take my rest for the night and then freeze my butt off tomorrow at work. So there you have it. Oh, phone's about to go dead too. Again, this is yours right here, and I'm wearing my hat right now, but I'm gonna try to send you the voucher so that you can send in and get your free hat. I already sent in your request for your free mic, so they'll be getting that sent off to you probably next week. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the new Washington when you get it. It's a good radio for sure. And just remember, there's a protective film. I think there's film all over all this area too, so maybe it's easier now to remove it, and that's why they put that there. Maybe if you peel that up, it'll all come off in one shot. I'm not sure. 73.